Teachers affect eternity, they can never tell where their influence stops. Education is not the filling of a pot but the lighting of a fire. The best teachers are those who show you where to look but don't tell you what to see. I touch the future. I teach. Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. When one teaches, two learn. One book, one pen, one child and one teacher can change the world. Education costs money, but then so does ignorance. Never be afraid to try something new. Remember, amateurs built the Ark, but professionals built the Titanic. If the only tool you have is a hammer, you tend to see every problem as a nail. The mediocre teacher tells. The good teacher explains. The superior teacher demonstrates. The great teacher inspires. We should not teach children the sciences but give them a taste for them. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. Be a wonderful role model because you will be the window through which many children will see their future. Aim for success, not perfection. Never give up your right to be wrong, because then you will lose the ability to learn new things and move forward with your life. Remember that fear always lurks behind perfectionism. A teacher is a compass that activates the magnets of curiosity, knowledge and wisdom in the pupils. The mind is not a vessel to be filled but a fire to be ignited. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. A good teacher is like a candle, it consumes itself to light the way for others. The only real failure in life is one not learned from. Good teaching is more a giving of right questions than a giving of right answers. Learning without thought is a labor lost, thought without learning is perilous. The task of the excellent teacher is to stimulate, apparently ordinary, people to unusual effort. The tough problem is not in identifying winners, it is in making winners out of ordinary people. The teacher who is indeed wise does not bid you to enter the house of his wisdom but rather leads you to the threshold of your mind. Man's mind, once stretched by a new idea, never regains its original dimensions. A good teacher is one who makes himself progressively unnecessary. You learn something every day if you pay attention. The teacher's task is to initiate the learning process and then get out of the way. Educators are the only people who lose sleep over other people's children. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life, those the art of living well. Teaching is the essential profession, the one that makes all professions possible. Teachers have three loves: love of learning, love of learners, and the love of bringing the first two loves together. Most of us end up with no more than 5 or 6 people who remember us. Teachers have thousands of people who remember them for the rest of their lives. If you were successful, somebody along the line gave you some help. There was a great teacher somewhere in your life. In teaching, you cannot see the fruit of a day's work. It is invisible and remains so, maybe for 20 years. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. If we teach today's students as we taught yesterday's, we rob them of tomorrow. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Good teaching must be slow enough so that it is not confusing, and fast enough so that it is not boring. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. The art of teaching is the art of assisting discovery. Education without values, as useful as it is, seems rather to make man a more clever devil. Develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. Education is not preparation for life, education is life itself. A person who won't read has no advantage over one who can't read. Learning starts with failure. The first failure is the beginning of education. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. He who opens a school door, closes a prison. To teach is to learn twice over. You are always a student, never a master. You have to keep moving forward. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. Please give this video a like if you've enjoyed watching it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more contents.